So let's go ahead and take a look at how to put this parenthesis and color to a negative number. And this can be some of the displays within Power BI, but not all of them. So stay tuned. We're going to jump right to it. So here I have a measure set up called negative numbers. And you can see here that I have, by the way, these two slashes there mean that it's not going to run. It's skip. So just so you can see the difference. So here I have this number minus this number, and I know that it's going to produce this negative outcome because I want to prove the point here that I'm making. Now let's go back in there and show you what happens when we change that variable up. Notice here that it's no longer going to be a negative number, it's going to be a positive number, and notice that the parenthesis and the red go away as well. So let's see how we can do this together. So let's start here with this variable here. This is pretty simple. We're just taking one variable that we already collected, high-end sum, and we're subtracting it against another one called div pending. So see other videos on how to create those variables. Really what we're talking about today is formatting there in the upper part of the screen. So to get here, we want to click on Measure Tools, and then you see Format right there. Let's focus in on that. So that is the format that you want. So I'll read it off to you in case you can't see it very well. So this is $pound, comma, pound, 0.0, semicolon, and then in parentheses, we're going to copy that same formula, $, pound sign, comma, pound, 0.0, close parenthesis, and then a semicolon and a minus sign. This will format and give to you the parentheses when we have a negative number, and the dash at the end will handle zeros. So that's the format that you want to put in. Put in it exactly like that. And what will happen then is when this number turns negative, so let's go ahead and do that. When that number turns negative, it's going to automatically put a parenthesis around the negative number. Makes it easier to find it in the table. But why did this one turn red and this one not turn red? The first thing, look over here. This is a card. And for card, you have limited functionality. And if you click on here, formatting, conditional formatting is not one of them. Now I'm certain that you can do it through code, but let's just look at an easier way to do that, which is this one, which happens to be a table. So we're representing this one in a table, and you can see the three columns that I have represented here. Negative numbers is one of them. Remember, negative numbers is that variable that we created. We already saw that at the beginning. Now let's go ahead and do a right click on that, and you notice here conditional formatting. You can also click on the down arrow and get to conditional formatting. Now I want to go over to my font color. And when I go into my font color, and it looks like it, there we go. My font color, I'm going to say that if the minimum is 0, I'm going to give it a red. And maximum, so anything over 1, I'm going to give it a black. So you can set these up to be anything you want. Apply to, make sure you click on values and totals is usually what you want to do. And then you're basing this on this field. You can select, of course, other fields within your data sets as well. All right, and that's how that comes up red. So that's it. That's how you put a parenthesis and red on negative numbers. Remember, the key here is that you need to go here, you need to go on the negative number variable itself right here and change the format here to get the parenthesis, and then make sure you're in a table, or tables work all the time for conditional formatting, and then change the font color and set your values.